Yo, what's going on, guys? I'm Sam. I thought it was time to do another What's on my iPhone video, this time for the iPhone XS. I did one of these back in January, but I feel like a decent amount of my life has actually changed since then, so obviously the apps I have on my phone and the way they're organized are a little bit different as well. So I'm going to show you guys what operating system I'm on, all the apps I use, the case I use every single day, and obviously which iPhone I use, which first up is the iPhone XS. If you guys are excited for that, drop a like down below, hit subscribe for more. Let's go ahead and get started. First up, the case I use is a Rhino Shield. Full disclosure, I have been sponsored by them in the past, and we are working on some more stuff in the future, but I don't use the cases because I'm paid to. I use the cases because I like them, and I do have an affiliate link down below if you guys want to get your hands on a Rhino Shield case. They're really good. I love the way that they feel, and the protection is next level. I've dropped this phone, I don't know, 10, 15 times, and as you guys can see, not a scratch on it because the protection is so good, even without a back or a huge lip on the front. Operating system wise, I am on iOS 13 right now. I am beta testing that. It is currently in beta at the time of recording this video, but it's an amazing update because, you get stuff like dark mode. If you guys didn't know that was coming already, it is. I'm not jailbroken. This is straight stock iOS, and dark mode is just as amazing as you would think. All right, first up here, Dark Sky is an app I've been using for years. It's been in pretty much every single one of my What's on my iPhone videos, and I keep going back to it because it has up to, or down to the minute, I should say, weather, rain notifications, and it's got all this cool stuff here. Feels like, precipitation probability, precipitation rate, wind, wind gust. I mean, you can't get this in the stock weather app, especially UV index. That's obviously super important for somebody like me with fair skin. You also have next 7-day preview. You do have actual radar, which is amazing. I don't know how Apple has still gotten away with not implementing this after so many years in the stock app. You get notifications. It is really good. If you guys want a weather app that I found to be extremely accurate, check this one out. Following that is Bear. I use this as my #1 and only notes app. I know the notes app for iOS has gotten better over the time that it's been out, but I just really prefer this. I use this for all my videos, planning stuff out. Anytime I'm using notes, I use Bear, and I've subscribed to the premium membership, so it syncs between my Mac, my iPhone, my iPad, and it's $15 a year, absolutely worth it for me. It has Markdown, so if you need to take notes really quickly, you can type stuff efficiently. Robinhood right here, my personal favorite investing app, no fees to actually trade stocks. So many of you guys have used my referral code down below because when you do that, we each get a free stock, which is incredible. You guys have been awesome showing some support there, and you get a free stock, so there's no reason you should not try it out. I've invested in quite a few companies here. Tesla is definitely where I've got most of my stuff in right now, just because I really believe in what they're doing, and kind of got that app right there. And it's actually allowed me, a normal human being, to get started with investing, which, before you had to call a broker, you had to go through a firm. It was a lot. Now, from your phone, you're trading stocks, you're making money, you're saving up for the future, which is dope. Yo, have you guys heard of podcasting or podcast? I don't know where I've been. I was really into it in high school. I dropped off. Recently, been going nuts on podcasts. Without question, my favorite podcast app by multitudes, by platitudes. I don't even know if that word makes sense here. It's Overcast. It's amazing. I love the way it syncs up, again, across devices. So on your iPhone, on your iPad, you're getting all your podcasts there. These are all the podcasts that I'm currently into. Theo Von, he's killing it out there. Favorite Man Sucks. A friend turned me on to that the other day. Joe Rogan is obviously a must. Hyperchains, one of my favorite electric vehicle news channels out there. Talk show with John Gruber. I'm into a lot of stuff. H3 Podcast. If you guys have not tried podcasting before, I'm a huge fan. It's my go-to now in my car. Down here at the bottom, we've got YouTube Studio. That is all of my fun little YouTube analytics. YouTube app, of course. Tweetbot, again, an app just like Dark Sky that has been on here pretty much forever, guys. It's my favorite Twitter client. There's an interface here with no ads. I love the tweet compose view. It's instantaneous. If you have Tweetbot on your Mac or your iPad, again, where you left up on the timeline will sync. That's been a huge thing for me in my workflow for years, being able to pick up on one device where I left off on another. I like the profile view. I like the mentions view. I like the DM view. Search, it's a great app. This one's a little bit pricey, but if you use Twitter a lot, if you use it constantly like I admittedly do, Tweetbot is without question the way to go. Tesla app, I do have a Tesla. I'm very fortunate. I want to thank you guys for your support as always. It is, a great car. If you want to buy a Tesla, again, I do have a referral code. We each get 1,000 free miles of supercharging, which is the quick charging. This app is amazing because you can just control anything through the application. like you just saw right here, you can see how the car is charging. You can unlock it from anywhere in the world. You can turn on the air from anywhere in the world. You can make it move forward or backward right now. It's dope. I can't say enough good things about the car. Apollo, yet another app that I just keep coming back to. Again, a top recommendation from me for sure. It's my favorite Reddit client without question. I love Reddit. I use it all the time to find news, leaks, and rumors, just to keep up with really what's going on in the world. I love the interface. There's swipe gestures like this to upvote, downvote. You can swipe the opposite direction to reply or to save it. I put a couple bucks inside the app to get some more premium features, but again, this is a must. If you use Reddit, you gotta be using Apollo. None of this in this video is sponsored. I'm just a huge fan of this application. Sonos is to control all of my home audio. I have this at both my apartment where I go to school and also at home. So you can play anything from Apple Music or Spotify or Deezer or Pandora to speakers in your entire house. I love Sonos. Again, been on my phone forever. GroupMe down there at the very bottom is the only third-party app I have in my dock, and that's just because I use it all the time to talk to friends and also for classes. Now, heading over to the second page, starting out, a lot of Apple stock apps. I'm not going to go through these and tell you guys all about them because, you've used an iPhone before. 1Password right here. I have worked with them as a sponsor again in the past, but I just really like their stuff. I've continued to use their password manager after so many years because, again, guess what, guys? It syncs with my iPad and my Mac, so I keep going back, and this is great because you can set super complex passwords, store them all securely inside of the app, and then, just reveal them. And this is a demo account, so I don't think this is actually something you guys can hack me with. AdSense right here to see my YouTube and website earnings. I've been using that for a long time as well. Amazon to just feed the corporate entity that they are. I hate how much I rely on Amazon still. The Alexa app for Amazon. Apple Store app, order those Apple products from time to time. I honestly don't use it that much, but every so often there's a cool update with some new features. Annie Ann's, I don't know what's going on. My life is basically, different than it was a year ago or 2 years ago because I never used to use the Annie Ann's app. But guys, this is on my phone. This is like a daily driver app for me. Highly recommend Annie Ann's rewards. I know this is a unique one that you probably haven't seen anywhere else. And yes, I've got a free reward sitting in here, so I'm going to be enjoying that pretzel shortly. This is Google Authenticator. I can't open it up or it will show you some sensitive info for two-factor authentication, but that basically generates codes aside from general SMS two-factor. Snapchat, I don't like that much. Also Instagram, both of these are on the second page just because I've been trying to be less reliant on them, and I feel like they're just not great for your health to just be staring at what other people are doing all day. I got Chase, that's the bank I switched to a few months ago. Fidelity is a fund for investing in my retirement just because, I should probably start doing that. I haven't really been doing that until now. Geekbench 4 for benchmarking phones, seeing how quick they are, and just seeing in general how the speed compares version over version. Filler is pretty cool. It's an autofill app, so if you're trying to get a hype product or something online that sells out really quickly, basically what you do is you go into Safari, tap on the share sheet, and then there's an option, should be right here for filler. And what that will do is try to automatically fill in things on the screen, and it works really well. Like Dark Sky or Tweetbot, Deliveries is an app that I've been using pretty much for as long as I can remember. I don't order a ton of stuff, but when I do, I like knowing when it's going to come in. It helps me plan videos, helps me know what's going on around me. I just bought a wireless charger for the Amazon Prime Day sale. Got something else kind of exciting on the way, but I'm a big fan of Deliveries. Dropbox and Drive are both for file storage and collaboration with some other people. Same thing for Docs. Shazam, I'm sure all of you guys have heard of this one by now. Apple actually owns the company, which is cool. But if you play a song or you hear a song playing and you want to know what it is and you can't figure it out, it's actually built into Siri now, but sometimes I haven't found that to be the most reliable. So you open up Shazam, hit start or hit listen, and it will tell you 10 times out of 10 what song you're playing. Recently, St. Louis, where I'm from, got scooters, so I went there and scootered around. I mean, they're chaotic, they're insane. You look like a crazy person on one, but they're also so fun. So don't hate on scoots. Scoot around as much as you guys want, and just remember, keep on scooting. Discord allows me to talk to some friends online whenever I'm playing games. Crypto, yeah, shocker, I invested high, and I'm waiting to sell when it goes back up. Another shocker, it hasn't gone back up to the point where I bought yet, because I didn't know how to invest it this time. Just remember, little tip that'll help you through your life. If you have never heard this before, you want to buy low and sell high. That's how you make money investing, and I did the exact opposite. So just learn from my mistakes. I've still got some crypto here. Not a ton, not an insane amount of money. I'm not going to be like a Bitcoin millionaire, but I'm working on it, all right? Go to cool app for sneaker shopping and resale. I've bought a couple things through it, and it's really cool. It's very similar to StockX. You guys have heard that, the online sneaker and hypebeast resale market. I don't know why I'm into this stuff. I just, this shoe speaks to me. I'm like, yeah, that's a really cool looking shoe. I want to buy it. But then I'm like, the price, $300? Honestly, that's actually not that insane for this shoe. Maybe I'll come back to that later, but I don't know. I love GOAT. I love what they're doing. Their design is next level. It's so good. Same thing with Nike sneakers. You can sometimes get sneaker releases for not resale. You can get it for retail through that. Schnucks, the grocery store I go to, gives me rewards, which is just amazing. I mean, I get $2 of available rewards just for shopping for groceries, which I love. So thank you, Schnucks. PayPal sending and receiving money. Paper is made by Dropbox. Again, I use that for collaboration between people when I'm working on projects. That is for my garage door opener at home. My Verizon, they always find a way to make my bill go up. So what else can I say? There's Messenger. I'm trying so hard to get rid of Facebook, but the Messenger's got me holding on. LinkedIn, I hate how much people are into LinkedIn. It genuinely bothers me. If I see one more motivational post, I'm going to delete the app because people are just constantly trying to flex on each other of who's got the cooler job. And I'm just trying to chill, all right? I'm just trying to chill. So if you're one of those people that use LinkedIn that way, that's not all right. And, delete the app. Just get rid of it, please. Next, talk about a crazy trend. You guys have seen FaceApp. It's been going around everywhere. Look at this beautiful photo of yours truly. You guys want to get scared? You guys want to not sleep tonight? Here. This is just uncomfortable, and this is honestly insulting. Honestly, if you guys have not tried FaceApp, it gave my friends and I joy for like a whole 15 minutes. So check out FaceApp. Guitar Tune is really useful. Sometimes I just won't have a guitar tuner. I'll be at a friend's house and they don't have like a madman. They don't have a tuner on their guitar. Guitar Tab, same concept. It's for playing chords on guitar or actually learning some music, but it's kind of glitchy on iOS 13. So take that with a grain of salt. LifeX allows me to control some lights in my home, change the colors, change the brightness of them, which is nice. Fight Club 5. I've played D&D literally one time in my life. And this is my character. Rate it down below. Sheets and numbers are spreadsheets. Pages, same thing. I use that for school a ton. A little bit business for numbers. Following that is the second investment app that I use. It is called Stash. And as you can see, I don't use it nearly as much. I actually should invest in this more because it's a little bit more stable and safe as it's mutual funds. This one costs $1 a month. But again, if you use my code, I think we each get $5 to spend on stocks, which is cool. You can get potentially a little bit more if you get a better stock on Robinhood, but you guys should check this out as well if you're looking for maybe more safer or more conservative option. StockX is very similar to GOAT, where it's for a lot of hypebeast stuff. Just the prices on this stuff is dumb, but I don't know why. I'm just like, yeah, I like this shoe a lot. I want to actually own that shoe, but I like. I don't know, here's a shoe. That's kind of a cool looking shoe. That's a very cool looking shoe. ChargePoint, because I do have an electric vehicle now, allows me to use a number of charge points around the US and actually authenticate, and then they can charge me to that if I use so much energy. It also helps you find charging points if you need to find some that aren't automatically on the Tesla screen. YouTube account is pretty cool. I use this all the time to see, just how the tech space is doing, how people that I watch are doing, congratulate them if they're growing, see how I'm growing, which is really cool. It's got a really good design though, and you can easily add new channels, so you guys should check this out. It's pretty cool. If you're a YouTuber especially, it's a must-have. I know this is an old one right here, Plaguing, but I was, taking an Uber to get my car after my flat tire the other day, and I was just like, you know what? It's time, guys. It is time for Plaguing. It is so much fun. I love this game. I love trying to infect the world. You're racing against the world, finding a cure, and you can modulate stuff to make things more or less painful. It's kind of a mentally kind of, oh, we're trying to infect the world. Is that a good or bad thing? I don't know, guys. It's a video game, but it's so much fun. And you pop bubbles to slow down the cure. It's just a cool simulation game and endless fun for sure, because you're constantly trying to infect the whole world, and maybe your virus gets everybody. Spot Hero, this is a hidden gem. I'm pretty sure this is a new one on my phone, but it allows you to find parking for cheap and buy it ahead of time. So I've gone to these places in Chicago a number of times to park whenever I'm up there, and you basically set the time, how long you want it for, you check the availability, and it's really cheap. I think if you go to the gate, you're going to charge a lot more or end up spending a lot more, and some of these even have electric vehicle charging stations, which is even better. I can charge, essentially for free in a lot of cases, my car while I'm just out and about booling in Chicago whenever I find myself up there. So yeah, look, $14. That's such a good deal. Speed test right here shows me how fast internet is. I'm a serial speed tester, so anytime I go somewhere new, I'm always like, how fast is their stuff? Is it actually going to be, as quick as my home internet? See, it tricks you. It's like, oh, it's really good, and my download's great, but my upload is trash. SoundCloud is for discovering artists and stuff. I'm not a heavy SoundCloud user. I probably should use it more and just not listen to more mainstream rap or R&B or hip hop or classic rock. I don't know. but it's pretty good. I like SoundCloud a lot, actually. Venmo for sending and receiving money. So many of my friends use that and not Apple Pay or the Cash App. Uber, I have a love and hate relationship with. Like, I'll install it, I'll delete it. I'll install it, I'll delete it. And I think at this point, like, I use it every so often, every couple months, that I should probably just leave it here so that if I don't have a lot of good cell reception, I don't have to like wait to download it again. MyFitnessPal for tracking calories. I've been trying really hard to just gain a little bit of weight, but it's really hard for me. So wish me luck. I've said that I feel like before, but that's like a co-sign by Under Armour. So it's a pretty good way to track your calories. And of course, it's not a full iPhone tour without the Supreme app. I don't even use the Supreme app. If I buy anything, I do it through Safari because usually you have a better chance of actually copying the item that you want. But in all honesty, it sounds dumb. I just really like the app icon, and that's genuinely the reason that I've left it on my iPhone. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like down below. Let me know what your favorite app that I talked about today was and which ones you're going to be downloading. Did you learn something new? Did you find something cool? I really hope you did. That's why I make these videos. In the meantime, I'm going to keep booling here on my iPhone XS Gold 64GB with my Rhino Shield case with my iOS 13. Hope you guys are doing well. I'll see you all in my next video.